my name is Liz. I also go by Shibbylou-hu on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and I'm here to share my sketchbook with you today. This is a sticker from Hot Topic, and this is a sticker I bought at a convention. Here is their Instagram handle, the artist. Alright, I started the sketchbook March 7th, 2023, and then I finished it today, actually. And then this is just some swatches for a color palette for one of my OCs. Heads up, there's a lot of original characters, so if that's not your thing, don't worry, I have other stuff, but mostly OCs. Her name is Lynn, and she's kind of a merge between mostly a healer, and then she kind of puts on a warrior role, so I'm just kind of trying to figure out an outfit for her. This is my OC, Emma Rose. She is from a separate story from the previous two characters. By the way, the character on the front here, her name is Rosalind. She's also an OC. This is Emma Rose. I gave her a modern look right now. It's kind of a modern AU. I feel like she'd wear a lot of black and then like a touch of pink. These are some other little characters that appear in one of my stories. Little mushroom spirit. This guy's like a little flower bud, and this guy is pretty cool, but I'm not totally sure what he is. And then this is Mitsuri and Obadai. This is the TikTok handle, but this was my first TikTok video. And I have the colors I used displayed here. I use Copics and Artex for this here. Then we're going to go into some like more realistic stuff. Here is a dash hound. I don't remember what this dog is called, but it's basically the target dog. And then I got a sticker. This one turned out really good. I really just adore how this one turned out. And then this one's pretty cute too. This is me deciding a color palette for my character Ilya. And she's the main character along with Malin, who I drew right there. And like I said, I was trying to figure out her outfit. I had like a pink, blue, yellow thing going, but it did not work out. So I changed it to this, and I'm way more pleased with how this looks. Okay, and then this is some no reference, and then I use reference drawings. So all these here are no references. And then these here I use references. So I like these ones way better, but for some reason this succulent here is from the no references page is way more appealing than this one. Don't know why, it just is. I like this frog guy here I drew, use Copics. And then I have this character design that kind of hops around my stories. Like it was in the first story, like work in progress #1, but then I didn't like it, so I transferred the outfit to a different character from a different story. And then this is Arcane fan art, Echo, and then this is Vi. Very good show, it's on Netflix. And then here is some goofing around. I have Yor here from Spy Family. These kind of not chibi, but not realistic at all. Little Percy Jackson here, and then there's Annabeth. I actually have most of the characters from the original series. And I have it on a digital poster kind of deal. I don't have it printed yet or anything, but it's super cute. And cats are clearly not my strongest thing I can draw. Like, I really struggle with that. And then here are two more OCs. I'm not going to go into detail on who they are because spoilers. And then this was way out of my comfort zone. I got this old-timey record here, and then I have this Model T. One of my stories is a fantasy, but I do want technology to be involved somehow. So all the technology is like from 1890s to like the 1920s kind of style, even though it does not take place anywhere on our Earth. But I still imagine they have these machines, like this technology, but magic powered. Then we got two little guys here. That is Ashwa, and this is Snivy. Flowers, and then Misuzi. Gosh, I said that wrong. But she's from Tomo-chan as a girl. Cute anime, by the way. This was kind of after the announcement of the Lunar Chronicles movie. So I drew Cress and Thorn. Thorn turned out really good. I did not like how this one turned out, but I do give it a second try later in the sketchbook. This is around the time when the Mario movie came out. So I just had to draw Peach. Always loved those games. They were a really big part of my childhood and like nurtured my imagination quite a bit. This is the character I discussed earlier. His name is Malin, and here are this is the little mushroom spirit. Malin is a changeling. That's not a spoiler because it's going to be in the synopsis of the story. But he's like, you can't tell anyone I'm a changeling. But this guy is just one brain cell. The poor guy. We'll see what happens. This is Mina from The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea. Very good book, by the way. And then I'm not going to turn it around because I got the sketchbook where it needs to be. So it's not cropping anything. But this is from Your Name, the anime movie. Go check it out. This is a pose study. It was just like a lady with a baseball bat, and it was really good to, like I had to adjust the legs quite a bit. So this was good practice. And then this is the artist who kind of inspired all this. Their Instagram is really fun to watch, like their posts, because they just make the most appealing, relaxing looking art. And the way they do it, it's so good. And then I got these colors for my birthday of Copics. And then this was the fairy challenge. So like the TikTok draw a fairy based on you. And this is kind of how she turned out. Instead of a mushroom dress, I did like these pumpkin pants kind of look for like the stem of the mushroom. And then the actual mushroom bit is kind of like a poncho here. And then this one is based off my niece. I don't think I did as good for that one. And then Ilya, a character you saw earlier. My nephew helped me with that one. And then mini versions of a Mitsuri sticker I made. And then this page says be okay with a mess, but I clearly was not. So I slapped a bunch of stickers. All these stickers I made with my Cricut, except for this one. This one is a Zuko one I just bought. And like I said, I clearly was not enjoying really anything on this page, so I covered it all up. I do like this though. This is the name of one of my stories. And I just kind of working on the font there. There's the little mushroom spirit again. And then Mermaid was approaching, so Ariel and Flounder from memory turned up, and I'm like, that is not Flounder. This is based on Jinx from Arcane. Ilya, but I did it like an all pink. Ilya is a cursed princess. So I was playing around with the ideas of what her curse is. And I kind of wanted to do a dragon one. But a big part of the story is that like the fairy tale princess kind of deal has to contrast with her curse a lot. So I had to find a way to make her curse more unsettling. So I end up going for like a crow look, which kind of turns into like this crow feather covered beast, and that kind of contrasts way better. This is Ilya again. Mermaid, of course, because you know, that's what happens in May. And then this is a character from one of my stories. He's a half-troll kind of character. And then this is Ilya, and she is currently being raised by, not raised, but she's under the apprenticeship of an evil queen. She's kind of a runaway to some degree. And they get along really well. Their aesthetic clashes, though, very much. So, but the evil queen's like, you know what, it's fine. You can wear your princessy stuff and sing like a princess and stuff. But they get along really well. And I actually have a little comic page kind of explaining all this in a second. These are two characters from two separate stories. Like I said, I have 4 of them. And so the characters are kind of scattered around. This is Stars and Stripes from My Hero Academia. And when I was drawing her, I thought I was drawing her super buff. But now that I actually like look at it, and when I posted it, I'm like, I realized I did not draw her as jacked as she is. So I'll have to give that a try at some point again. See if I can do better. And here's that little comic I told you about. And by the way, she's not an evil queen. She's kind of like a retired evil queen. And she runs her own like magic business. like where they sell stuff that may or may not be like kingdom approved. So like their kingdom is really strict on magic, so they sell like magical items in secret. And this is her basically saying, you know, this is not really my style. I think I'm gonna get too hot in all the black. And then eventually the queen's like, yeah, it's fine, just do what you want to do. And they have a really nice relationship. Then this is Lynn, and I'm pretty sure the name is pronounced Kian. I mean, it's the perfect name written down, but I don't remember how it's pronounced. Then this is a character named Griswold. He is a fae, but I did not draw his wings for some reason. This is, I believe it's pronounced Sahid, and then Dottie from Marionetta, the webtoon. It's done by the same author as Hookie. And this is a character, her name is Sylvia. But it's like Sylvia, but replace the V with a B. The name literally doesn't exist. I'm pretty sure I just hallucinated it or something. This is a sticker from Tiramisu. This is another drawing of Ilya. This is Ilya and Malin sketchbook, I guess. But I really love how this one turned out, and I even made it digital. I did not finish Malin. I just got, just didn't want to, I guess. This is kind of what Malin looks like in his changeling form, but this is only half of his body. His, I think his left arm and his right leg, they kind of melt because he's a failed version of a changeling. And so he kind of has to, he can't just turn it. He can turn it on and off at will, but at some point it starts to malfunction. And then he can't use it for a while, and then he kind of has to regain his energy. This is Fitz and Agatha. If you're on my Instagram, you've probably seen them a lot. This is a water-based drawing I did here. I normally don't like water-based anything, but that was okay. Sticker bought from a local place. Toru and Kyo that clearly did not get finished. Here is Malin and Ilya. This is kind of her crow curse. Like, oh my gosh. And I gave her teeth instead of a beak because I did not really want to do that. This is kind of like them saying hi to a baby, and then the baby starts crying because they got sharp teeth, and then he's got like these bright red eyes. Kind of a little freaky to them, little babies. This is a mermaid OC. She can also like grow legs. She can change from both. She's from Lynn's story, and then I started watching Bob's Burgers, and it's so good. I love it. And then this is Ilya's brother Edward, and this is Ilya. So there's a big difference between this Ilya and then this one. I love this one. This one's so much better, but it's just kind of something to catch on to. Also, one of the ways I fight same face syndrome is by just diversifying the noses. I do it with eyes too, but for some reason noses are super fun to draw and draw differently. This is me trying to figure out an outfit for Lynn again. I guess I messed up that face because I clearly broke it down. And then this was done with a water-based marker, stickers, and then different eyes for different characters from the Dark Star, which is kind of like work in progress #1. This is a Magical Girl AU, so I took, well, I'm not done yet, but I took 2 of the main characters from work in progress #1 and work in progress #2, and I turned them into magical girls. I did not draw their faces because I did digitally, so yeah. And then Ruby Gilman from the trailer for that Ruby Gilman Teenage Kraken. I thought that was cute. For some reason, this character is just adorable. Okay, I had to start back up because this next page has major spoilers, and it accidentally flipped to the other side. So, like, this page will literally spoil the entire ending for one of my shows. I mean, that'd be cool if it was a show, but one of my stories. This is Lynn and this is Lynn's parents. So this is Adrian and this is Fiora. He's constantly worried all the time, and she's pretty chill about everything. Just very sweet. They're so sweet. This page I'm not super fond of, but it's okay. I got my character Basil, Emma Rose from earlier. This is Fitz, Agatha. She really loves her potions, and sometimes when she gets really excited about them, she kind of does this witch cackle. even though witches aren't really a thing in this story. They're just mages, but she does the witch cackle anyway, which I think just adds a lot to her character. And then these two are the same character, but they're villains from the same story. This is Keon in a different type of outfit. He normally has like a red and gold outfit, but this was just me playing around with like blues, and then I cut his hair. This is the Instagram handle for the person who makes these personified versions of MBTI personality types, and I really had a lot of fun like drawing it and then coloring it in with green and then doing pen over it. So I love these two. I'm biased though. I just love them. This is my favorite page. So I have a whole area of just Pokemon, not just Pokemon. I have ENTJ. Belongs to the same person. But here I got mine Junior, 2 Ivysaurs, Drifloon, Shaman, Electkid, Goldeen, Vulpix, and Wooper. I just love Wooper. He's so stupid. I love him. And then this is kind of, I tried to draw this scene, but it didn't work. But it's basically Gracillia running away. I'm not going to say any more. Jirachi, Espeon, and Fampi. Just so cute. I really like how that one turned out. And then this is me taking another go at the Lunar Chronicles characters because it's been so long since I drew them last. Cinder here, Scarlet, and then Winter, and then Cress here. I don't actually think Winter doesn't actually have pink hair, just so you know, in case you never read it. These are just the colors I was choosing to work with, so I used them all. Then I took some watercolor and drew some blobs. Some of them were kind of difficult to make into something. I got a mountain range here, like a bunch of mushrooms, this cute little dog. This one looked like Meatlug from How to Train Your Dragon, and then this old guy here. He just looks like such a nice old guy. This is Rosalind. She's the character from the very first page. These are kind of some defining features for her. And then this is Rosalind again, and this is Will. They have like very playful banter, but it kind of goes over Rosalind's head a little bit that he's totally in love with her. But they don't get together till like way to the end of the story. Spoilers, I guess. My bad. They were getting together anyway. Will actually wears contacts, but sometimes he is forced to put on his glasses when he loses them. Star Wars does not exist in this world, but I can totally see him with a Star Wars shirt. And then this is the most beautiful thing I've ever drawn with water-based markers. I struggle with water-based markers. But for some reason, this is just so nice. I don't hate it. I hate this one, though. The sketch was so good, but then I decided I still wanted to play around with the water-based markers. And I ruined it. This one's still good. And then Muchiro? Yeah, I think I was right the first time. But Tokito from Demon Slayer. Sanemi from Demon Slayer as well. Highly recommend Demon Slayer, by the way. Some drawings here. This is kind of what Cursed Ilya and then Changeling Malin looks like. And as you can see, he has one of his legs is melting. And that's kind of part of his whole character, like being a failed version of a changeling that doesn't work totally well. So like his arm melts and his leg melts. These are two characters from two separate stories by the same author. An Enchantment of Ravens, Isabel, and then Elizabeth Scrivener from Sorcery of Thorns, my bad. Okay, here's Jason Clay from Lunar Chronicles, Wolf from the Lunar Chronicles, they're all from Lunar Chronicles, and then Kai. I had a lot of fun redrawing them and looking at my old art and kind of trying to stay true to that, but also improving and stuff. This is a character from earlier. His name is Basil. This is the Emma Rose character. I just think she's so cute. And then this is a possible character for Malin and Ilya's story. This is the main character for this story, actually. So Work in progress number 1 is called The Dark Star, and I drew this fake cover for it, and I love it. These are the main characters. This is Fitz, and this is Agatha, and this is that Sylvia character. She is also in that story. I don't know why I organize my stories by the names of the protagonists. The stories have names. I'm broken like that. This is Will and Rosalind. I tried to make another cover like that one, but I failed, but it's okay. They look cute anyway. This is just a little shocked character. He's from Malin and Ilia's story. And then in Malin and Ilia's story, the Fae, there's like fairies, and then there's like the human world, and they're supposed to kind of clash with each other a little bit aesthetically. So even though Malin is the type of fairy who's not too off looking from a human, there are still some very not human traits. Like he kind of grows moss on his hands. He's got a tail, and then he's got these like eyes like that, teeth. This was before he was turned into a failed changeling. But I'm trying to think of ways to make them a little more, not unsettling, but very not human. So here are some ideas of other traits I can use. And then this is me saying thank you. I literally did this like an hour ago. But yeah, I used a Hobby Lobby sketchbook. It's a Bristol board one, and it worked pretty well. I enjoy it a whole lot. If you want to go follow me on Instagram, YouTube, whatever, go ahead and check it out, Shibbylou-hu. I'll probably say something in the description anyway. But thanks, and I hope you have a good day.